We're just normal men.
What do you mean, normal men?
We're just innocent men.
It's time for Side Scrollers with me, Stutter and Craig. No, you don't get the 96-ounce Coke Zeros Blabs.
Yo, my androids, what's up?
And straight from the hood, Phoenix.
It's really enjoyable as an adult male to shit your pants.
And now, broadcasting from our homes around the internet, it's time for Side Scrollers.
Okay, you ready? Open wide!
Welcome back to Side Scrollers on YouTube.com and Rumble.com, and most importantly, Side Scrollers Plus.com. Good to see you. Happy Friday. It is Finish Strong Friday. Good to see everybody. Glad you're with us. It's going to be a big show today because I'm learning very important things right before we go live, which is why we were on time, as always, the most professional on-time show, always hitting the dot. Hello, Blabs. Good morning.
It's 12:09.
Listen.
We're more late than we usually are.
Well, listen, 11 o'clock is when we go live, right? And that's 11 o'clock Central Time, so noon Eastern, right? And the reason why we go live at 12:05 is because YouTube starts sending out notifications right at 11 a.m. So, like, they send out a little bit of notifications, and then they start sending out a ton of notifications, whatever the time starts. So it's like, it's stupid strategy. It's dumb. You may ask yourself, why don't you just set the stream to go live at 10:55? I don't have an answer for you because then we would be able to go live every day at 11 a.m. But, you know, I don't know. That's just the way it is, and that's the way I like it. But today was an exception because I learned something very important prior to the show. Very, very important, which I'm going to get to very shortly. And I learned it from this young lass right here. Hello, Meg.
Hello.
Oh, do we have British Meg joining us today? This is good.
Do you have tea?
Hello, Bobby.
All right.
It's like the hello poppin' or poppet, whatever they say. Is it poppet? Yeah, is it poppet or boppet? I always thought it was poppin'.
I think it's puppet.
Puppet? I always thought it was like poppet. Hang on. Hello. Let's see what happened. Poppet. They say poppet. Poppet.
Oh. Well,
Yeah. Well, there we go. I was going to say puppet. Why would they call Keira Knightley a puppet?
I thought they just go, oi! Oi!
Oh,
Get over here!
well,
Oi!
you're saying that's just the way it is. I kept thinking, that's just the way it is. In my
That's a great song. If you listen to the lyrics of that song, it's actually it's just like a social justice song. You ever like actually listen to the words of it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
a great song.
Early.
Yes, early. It's all about the movement, y'all. All about the movement. That's right.
Yes.
Anyways, how are you, Meg? Everything going well in your life?
Yes. Can't complain. Just streaming and doing all the things and being busy, a busy bee and the nostalgia queen.
I'll tell you what, we got some nostalgia for you today because nostalgia has come to real life, which I'm very excited about. But before we get to that, I'd like to welcome the true star of the show. I would love if everybody would put your hands together and celebrate this man's birthday with us today. Straight from the hood, we have freshly clean Phoenix. Hello, Phoenix. Look at that.
Hi, puppets. How y'all doing, Governor?
Phoenix, you look great today. Just want to let you know that.
Thank you. Yeah,
look
no, I
sharp.
do. I everyone has told me how fantastic I look, and by fantastic, they've said bag of dicks. Constantly, you look like a bag of dicks. Yeah.
No. Well, I don't know. I haven't said that, but I don't know if anybody else.
You may not have seen a bag of dicks. Had you, if you put it
Yes.
side by side, you might say otherwise. That's all I'm saying.
You know, if I was to Google bag of dicks online right now, I don't know if your face would show up.
Yeah, but you may get my photo.
But it may look very much like you. Yeah. Blabs, can you please Google bag of dicks?
I did. It showed your face, Craig.
Oh, that literally defeated the joke that that Phoenix had right there. But let's go. All right, so look, I talked about what I learned right before the show, and I am very excited to have learned this because I know, Phoenix, you also learned this from Meg right before the show. Ladies and gentlemen, the countdown has begun. We are 10 days away from the Fast and Furious 25th
Did you
anniversary.
replace Dom with Phoenix?
What do you think? What do you think of that, Phoenix? The 10 days away from the 25th anniversary of Fast and Furious.
I love this, and I don't know what we have planned, but sign me the fuck up. I'm ready.
I also don't know, but it's a nice ring to it. 10 days away. It's not the car. It's the family. Let's go.
I think I know what we're going to do on that day. We're going to have a giant showdown of like Tokyo Drift versus Fast 5, because those seem to be the popular ones.
Maybe we just do that from here on out, like from now until then. Every single showdown is built. We do like a little mini tournament, you know?
Yeah.
About
Too Fast, Too Furious scrollers.
I think this would be. Yeah, look, he literally has chills. Literally has chills.
Yeah. Veryexcite.com. Woo.
So join us as the countdown has officially begun. Look at Phoenix
something.
right there. Look at you. It fits so well. This is awesome. Oh, 10 days away.
The shirt and everything.
Yeah. That's
Oh,
great,
well.
man. Oh,
Yeah.
That's nice. That's awesome. So there we go. Family representing in just 10 days. I don't like. You know, it's funny because when 10 days gets here, it's gonna be like, we're here, and you'll be like, cool.
No, I will think of everything that we can do. Every single thing. You want to watch all 10 movies back to back to back in a complete marathon? Let's do it. And we'll just drink Nas the entire time, too.
should I, Phoenix? What if, and this would happen very quick, right? But I'm dead serious when I say this. What if we get you on a plane? We rent out a theater down here in Dallas.
Yes.
And we just watch them. Well, see, here's the thing. I don't know if we could do it in a theater because there's like licensing rules when it comes to that stuff, right? What if
Dude, you could have said you could just hold the phone out and I'll watch them all on the phone. Count me in. I'm ready.
Yeah. Okay. Sounds good. But maybe we do some sort of like a little event where you can come watch Fast and Furious with Phoenix on the 25th anniversary.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sign me up.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, that's excellent. Also excellent. Give it up for Don P. Bongwater, who came in and rated us over on Kick with 37 wonderful, majestic sons of bitches who have said hello with that raid. Thank you so much, Don. And if you guys came into the raid, say hi and hit the follow button. It's great to see you guys over on Kick. All right. So if you are new to us, just like all of our friends over on Kick, make sure you hit the follow button over on YouTube. The 150,000 just normal men who have found us over at youtube.com/sidescrollers. Also, the nearly 50,000 who have found us over at rumble.com/sidescrollers. As mentioned, we are live over on Kick, also on Twitch, and of course, you can find us over at Spotify as we continue to grow every single day over there. Just get the show delivered right to your pants every single day with Spotify. Maybe that's the new tagline that we should have. I know a lot of you guys were, we promoted Cindy being on the show today, but Cindy said she had some last minute things that popped up, which did not allow her to be on the show today, which sucks because we always like to have Cindy on the show.
She'll be back in 2 weeks, guys. Don't worry.
Yeah.
She's not leaving us.
No. It's nothing like that. Or is she?
Dun, dun, dun.
That's right.
Play the Law and Order music, Meg. Thank you. All right, speaking of today's showdown, we have, listen, we could just throw this out and focus entirely on Fast and Furious, but we won't. We'll do this maybe next week. Yeah, sorry, Meg. But today's showdown is truly a spectacular one, and it was a no-brainer for Phoenix. I don't know why he chose this, but it just made sense. Phoenix, please give us the rundown of today's Side-Scroller Showdown.
I pay attention to the community out there, and actually they had said this one, so this one is for you.
Coming straight from the community, right from your mouth to the show, the showdown today is GoldenEye 007 versus Perfect Dark, the battle of the N64 polygon FPS games. Meg, do you have a preference between the two?
GoldenEye.
Okay. Phoenix?
It is an easy Perfect Dark. Listen, you don't have Perfect Dark without GoldenEye. There's so for that, listen, hats off to GoldenEye. But in my opinion, the better game, the better story, I won't say the better character, but the better even multiplayer, Perfect Dark. And it also included you had the N64 cart there, the RAM cart there that made the better graphics. So it was a sweet graphic ride there too.
Hey, everybody loves sweet graphics, and that's what we got with Perfect Dark. Yeah. Okay, so let us know what you think.
I have an option. Thanks for asking me again, Craig.
Okay, hold on.
Every fucking time.
Hold on. there's a 0% chance you played either one of these games.
You're retarded. I literally beat level 1 of GoldenEye in front of DSP.
Yeah, I know, but like, I mean, really played it.
Yeah, I really played it. GoldenEye wins.
Okay. Give it up to everyone's video game expert, Blabs.
You're welcome.
Blabs,
I played,
who's the main character of GoldenEye?
James Bondledoodle.
Awesome. Who is the main character of Perfect Dark?
She's what's her face's name? The girl.
Yeah.
They canceled the new game because she looked like a Butch Dyke. I can't remember her name.
Butch Dyke is in fact the name. She
That's
did play
right.
it.
Yeah.
You know, that would be a phenomenal character name for an upcoming video game.
Butch Dyke.
Oh, my God. All right. So let us know with your super chats, direct donations, Rumble rants, and, of course, Rumble wallet usage. On
Joanna Dark. There. I remember her name now. I Googled it. I was like, oh, yeah.
All right. So you can vote with your super chats, direct donations, Rumble rants throughout the duration of the show. We'll keep tally of all of them, which is Blabs' job. Hey, West came in with 10, says, Craig, while you were on vacation, Blabs said you were having gender reassignment surgery in Turkey. This shows you how little Blabs knows about medical tourism and Islam. Iran is a hub for trans surgery, not Turkey, because Shia 12er Islam allows it. Sunni Islam is not. Hey, get fucked, Blabs.
I love how this man is so autistic, he didn't understand a joke. Thought I was being serious. But thanks for the 10, West.
Hey, Blabs, you don't joke. You don't joke about.
You don't know about the trannies.
No,
they have real feelings, bro.
Listen, we are on YouTube probation right now because of your joke. Your
about
harassment.
Gorlock the Destroyer.
That's
Meg.
right.
Gorlock the Destroyer got us a warning on YouTube.
We got flagged for cyberbullying and harassment. Blabs.
Gosh. So my fault.
CG Hero says, curious, was it your fault, Meg?
I don't know. Maybe.
Okay. CG Hero came in with 5, says, curious if Blabs has seen any more Fast and Furious or American Pie movies lately. If not, maybe you guys could watch some on Plus. Well, Blabs, you saw the first American Pie, I believe.
I've seen the first one, yeah.
Didn't we watch that together?
Yeah, on Plus.
We did. Yeah, and you enjoyed it. Have you seen any Fast and Furious lately?
I've seen 3.
Which ones?
Tokyo Drift, 5 and 8.
But you haven't seen the original?
No.
No.
You may be wondering why. There's a method to my madness,
Yes,
Craig.
Phoenix, I am. Hold on. I'm sorry, real quick. Have y'all been watching Fast and Furious without me?
We have. And if you want us to start over again, we sure can.
It's not like we were watching it live or anything. It was like at 8 o'clock at night.
Unbelievable. This is just ridiculous. All right. Yeah,
I know
I'm
it is your
sorry.
favorite franchise.
It's bothers me. It bothers me a little bit.
I know.
But that's okay. Yeah. All right, Phoenix. Yes, please. What's the method to your madness?
Thank you for asking. This is critical. So Blabs here loves heist movies. So if you're going to get into Fast and the Furious, you start with 5 because 5 is a heist movie. And then from there, my friend, then you're like, okay, I enjoyed a little bit of the heist. Now, do I want to get into the street racing or do I want to go action? Well, we went the action route with Fast 8. Arguably one of the best Fast and Furious movies. Don't tell me otherwise. They race a submarine. And then she said, no, not too much action. So we went back to the heart of it. And the heart of Fast and Furious is not the first. It is Tokyo Drift.
No. I didn't say it was too much action. I said it was a little bit over the top. I mean, they're literally chasing a submarine, dude. With cars.
I wasn't making fun of you. I wasn't making fun of you. Yeah.
They go to space, I hear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They do. Spoiler alert.
Well, just a reminder that in 10 days it's Fast and Furious anniversary, and that it's not the car, it's the family.
It's the driver.
It's the driver.
it's the-
Ooh, nice one, Blabs.
I watched those videos. I was paying attention.
Yeah. CG Hero came in with 5, says you should do a showdown to see who looks more gay, hatless Craig or clean-shaven Phoenix.
No. It should be Glasses Craig, Clean Shaven Phoenix. Or Glasses Craig versus Hatless Craig. Dun dun.
Well, I'll tell you what. But
What about
glasses
Meg?
Whoa.
No, you look gay. You just look a little bit like you're in the hippies.
You have strong librarian vibes going on right now.
It reminds me of a hippie.
Butch Dyke 32 over here.
There she
Look at
is.
that.
Oh, my God.
Oh, look at how frumpy she got so quick. So frumpy.
Always watching Wazowski.
She got the good old Butch over there.
Witness
Good.
Monsters, Inc.
All righty. We'll keep track of your super chats, recommendations, rumble rants throughout the duration of our entire show, and we appreciate any and all support you guys fire our way. Lots to get to on this wonderful Friday, and we're glad you've joined us. So let's get into it, friends. Meg, this is going to be a big one for you. I'm very excited for today's show, as we've catered it directly to you. So let's get into it. It's time for my favorite segment, your favorite segment, everybody in the world's favorite segment. It's time for hard news.
Hard news.
Back in the late 80s, early 90s, there was a phenomenon that swept through the entire world. That of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle variety. Phoenix, do you remember how awesome that time period was?
Yes, I do. Yes. It's also a time period that my family realized I needed glasses because my little 6-year-old face would press up against the TV screen and watch all my favorite Ninja Turtles. And they're like, Jesus, can you step away like at least another 2 inches?
Don't
So they
forget the
found out.
baseball.
Well, that's a little off topic. But yes, my dad would always say, keep your eye on the ball. It would hit me and then I would swing. That was another indicator.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good. That has nothing to do with what we're talking about, but I appreciate
That's why I was
that.
trying to keep it to Ninja Turtles.
I just like the baseball.
Meg, did you watch Ninja Turtles at all?
Yes. Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
I'm trying to
Okay.
find this picture I'm going to send to Blabs of me
Well-
when I was a little kid.
Well, it has finally happened after years and years. When I thought Ninja Turtles and pizza, because that was their main food of sustenance when it comes to Ninja Turtles, I always thought Pizza Hut. But no, after almost 40 years, they have cut out the middleman. And we now have, for the first time, friends, a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle officially licensed pizzeria. And there it is.
This is
in
so
all its
awesome.
glory. Look at this. Phoenix, have you seen this before?
I saw it on the timeline, didn't watch the movie.
Look at this.
Oh my God.
Okay. See, I was hoping it would be Ninja Turtles making the pizza and like
do a
cutting
quick-
it with size.
But yes, they throw it and you cut it like Leonardo in the movies.
Yeah.
That's right. They got all the merchandise there, ready to go. When I'll tell you what, this is literally like IRL nostalgia bait here.
You know
We
what
have,
I noticed after I watched this?
What's that, Meg?
Stranger Things absolutely ripped off the Ninja Turtle pizza theme with their surfer pizza thing in the show. Like,
Oh, yeah?
the checkered white and red, like a total ripoff. Maybe it was a nod. I don't know. But I'm excited
Well-
about this.
Would you fly? Well, let's see. You said you're going to be in Las Vegas coming up pretty soon. Do you have any intention on just making the short 3-hour trip over to go to the Ninja Turtle Pizzeria? Oh my God!
Check the shirt.
That is awesome.
Why do you? I mean, how old are you at this point?
Yeah.
I think it was 2.
Okay,
2 or
2 years
3.
old.
Yeah.
Well, this guy has a tour of the Ninja Turtles thing. I'm just going to slide by you playing the guitar with that. Let's go check out a tour of this and see what it looks like.
Hey, Calabunga. About to try the new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Pizzeria.
By the way, this guy is the target demo for this. 100%. The
Yes.
like 40-year-old dude who grew up with Ninja Turtles and has extra money to spend. That's him. There he is.
On the 3rd Street Promenade in Santa Monica. Turtle power. The wait is officially over. The official Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Pizzeria is now open in Santa Monica.
Cowabunga pizza lovers.
Okay, I'm on board with it now. Now that
Look at
the
their
guy,
aprons.
yeah. Oh, are
Their
they little
aprons have
ninja?
the belts. Yeah.
Nice. Okay,
That's
okay. We
so
got
fun.
we got some strong theming here going on. Let's okay.
Pizza lovers.
I scored an exclusive invite to the media preview to see if the hype machine.
Okay, let's take a look at the cost of the pizza real quick. All right, we have a Green Machine Supreme. Does that say an entire pizza's $51?
Yes, yes.
What?
So it's like I guess $8.50 for a slice, and it's LA, so they
Yeah, I was
have
gonna say,
no
it's
fucking
LA.
clue what they're doing
Oh my
making
God.
pizza.
Splinter Supreme. $54.
Yeah, and this is Santa Monica. This all makes sense.
Okay, all right. Now
I did some Googling on this, and so because I didn't know who owned TMNT, but it's Paramount. But just imagine if it was like Universal that owned them, and they would be able to incorporate at the theme parks TMNT. They could do all the rides, little areas, kind of like what Nintendo did. That would be like pretty sweet. A whole ride from some food, a cafe, all the merch. Like they would make a buck or two, I'd say at least.
Have Ninja Turtles peaked? I mean, I think they did a while ago. They peaked in the early 90s, I would say, late 80s, early 90s.
I think there was a resurgence in the 2005, 2006 era when that new movie came out. I think that became a little bit popular.
And then they did the Michael Bay one as well, which came out. Now, the first one, that was okay. I like the first one. I didn't see the second one. Meg, are you, I mean, obviously we've seen you as a 2-year-old wearing the Ninja Turtle shirt, but would you be our correspondent and make your way out to LA to buy a $54 pizza for us and report back to us what it tastes like?
Absolutely.
Okay, let's see how this goes.
Matches the heritage and stopping.
Oh, hold on. We do need to check out the rest, the cost of the rest.
Matches the heritage.
Let's see. We have a pepperoni one. Is that only $45? Oh, that's great.
I think I saw one that had an 8 next to it.
Well,
and stopping inside felt like plunging straight into Master Splinter's sewer lair. As a millennial obsessed with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles as a kid, this spot drips with nostalgia. It's packed with exclusive merch, including t-shirts and skate deck. Whoa. But the real heroes in the half shell, of course, is the pizza. Awesome.
Okay, can we just have a serious conversation here? Is this amazing fan service or nostalgia slop?
It's bait. It's nostalgia bait.
Because I'm looking at the branding of this, and it's like you see got the turtle van here. This seems pretty awesome, if I'm not gonna lie. Just the cost of I can't get around the idea of buying a $50 pizza.
Yeah.
So that's the thing. Like, if outside of the price of the actual product, I'm on board with what's being thrown down here. But Meg, you say no. This is all bait.
Well, I think the execution of the actual pizzeria is fantastic, but I think this is all bait to get people to come and buy the merch, to come and buy the expensive pizza, because there's no telling how much it costs to build this. So they're probably trying to, number one, recoup what the cost of the construction of this and to get, the licensing to have it. But I've talked a lot recently about nostalgia bait with movies and shows coming back, sequels coming out, 25 years later, 20 years later, and it's all slop. This, however, I don't know. This feels a little different. Like, I agree with you that the execution of this is pretty well done. Oh, is that a bar?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Oh, Meg is now like, all right, I'm on board. Okay.
Okay. But this feels better to me than what's happening with the nostalgia bait movies and entertainment wise, because they know that right now millennials want to spend money on things that remind us of the good times of our childhood. They're going to spend the money on that. They know people are going to come and spend money on this just to have the experience and to get out there and experience the inside of the pizzeria, to talk about the nostalgia, to say that they went, to do it for the gram. They're going to spend the money.
Yeah, I know. People are going to spend the money here. I'll be curious. There is a full, this is, I guess one of the guys behind it here. This video over on X, which he shows off the size of the pizza. It looks
That's
pretty damn big.
massive.
It's not as big as the box.
Maybe he's a midget.
Kind of bait and switch right there, but all right. So, but this is, I guess, one of the main guys behind it here. He was, here.
I think the development process of our pizza has been some of the most funnest times I've ever had in my life. We've done so much research and development on the pizza here. I've tried pizzas from all over New York. I've tried pizza from all over the world. And I think we found a great pizza consultant to help us develop the best crust possible. We've chosen the greatest tomatoes on the sauces.
Can we just stop down for a second and say, wouldn't that be the best job in the world to be a pizza consultant?
Yes.
And
Sign me up.
Is that on your? You're a pasta consultant. We know that. You're a carbonara.
I like
consultant.
pizza.
Well, I know.
I like turtles.
She sure
I
does,
have a
everybody.
turtle.
We know. And you could have turtles and pizza in the same place here, Brad.
I'm not eating my turtle.
That's not what I said at all.
Turtle soup.
Cheeses that make sense to our pizza. When you come here, you're gonna feel like you're in New York, and not just any New York pizza. It's like the best of the best pizza. And I think that's what we strive for, and that's why we work so hard on it. A lot of you guys have been able to watch a lot of my tasting videos, and I hope you guys enjoy the process. You can see how crispy it is, and not like a cracker. It tastes like amazing bread, and I know you guys are gonna enjoy it. And we'll see you guys here soon.
You know what? Happened? Like, last time I was in New York, and this was probably a good decade ago when I was in New York City, and I know, I know others have been there more recently than I. And I'm sure this isn't the case now, but when I was in New York, the big thing was the dollar slice. The dollar slice of just plain cheese pizza. You'd go in, you get it, and that was like it, right? You go in and get a dollar slice. It wasn't the $9 slice of pizza in LA. Phoenix,
Yeah.
you were concerned about the pizza here, but he's saying he had a pizza consultant.
Yeah, well, he's already wrong because that was extremely thin, first of all, so that's already wrong. I don't know. I mean, like the fact that it's pizza is supposed to be a food that that you enjoy watching the game or whatever like that. It's not supposed to be a luxury food. The fact that you're already putting it at $8.50 a slice, and then you haven't even included taxes yet, or $52 for a pie, it's getting the whole thing wrong. So I don't know if this is going to be sustainable. Granted, it's in Santa Monica, so it'll do well there for a while. But if the pizza isn't great, then after that nostalgia wears off, then you're just left with overpriced pizza. So I don't know how else this is going to do.
You know what we should do is we should have a direct donation amount for $8.50 or $9, and it's just every time somebody does that, they buy us a slice of Ninja Turtle pie. I think that'd be great. Well, there you go. A little Ninja. Is there any franchise that you guys would like to see return in restaurant? What a weird question. Are there any franchises you like to see return in restaurant form?
I would like a Ratatouille one. That way, if there's any mice, yes. If there's any mice, it's up to code. It's fine. You can have all the rat problems you want. No, to me, I really want to see that Pizza Hut come back. That's what I've been excited for. That notion of bringing back that old experience. As far as franchise, I don't know, ladies, do you guys have anything you'd like to see?
No, I'm racking my brain, but I'm also curious to know when this project started developing, because it kind of seems a little suspicious after the announcement of the Pizza Hut retro locations.
Well, that's a good question. I would say that this probably started long before that.
I think so.
Knowing how corporate culture works at giant companies like this, the fact that this even became a reality is pretty amazing. That they got the budget, they went through the process.
This isn't like a pop-up restaurant where it's only a limited time. Is it going to be there for a while?
I think it's going to be there for a while. I think the fact that you're seeing Ninja Turtle Pizza Los Angeles or whatever it says, I have a feeling this is going to be the idea is they want to make it Ninja Turtles Vegas, New York. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, for me, I've already seen my franchise go to the restaurants, as it were, because there's locations all over the world, in USA, Japan.
McDonald's.
What?
McDonald's, Olive Garden.
Chili's.
Chick-fil-A. You love Chick-fil-A.
I do like Chick-fil-A. I love chicken.
Yeah. So what is that? What's your franchise, Blabs?
Harry Potter.
Yeah, but Blabs, there's not a Harry Potter restaurant.
Yes, there is. Right? I've been to it. I've literally been to it multiple times.
Oh, where?
It's in Japan. There's a Harry Potter cafe.
Outside of the theme parks?
Yeah, it's called the Harry Potter Cafe in Akasaka Station. right by the Cursed Child theater. They have it, and you can eat food. You have drinks there. And it's all themed around Harry Potter. It's really cool. It's a bit overpriced for the actual quality of the food, but the presentation is what you're basically there for the social media and everything. That's like top tier. Mm-hmm.
So real quick, this was first announced on social media by that guy Andy Wynn, in mid-July 2025. So it's been almost a full year since this was announced, which means he was probably talking about it long before then, right? So why is a pie $50? Because they have to pay licensing for every single slice that is sold there. You buy a margarita pizza and it has a little bit of ooze on it, pesto.
It's fair though, because it's Paramount and they're just buying Warner Brothers, so they need every single dollar they can get. They're like, we need to buy Warner Brothers, help us, you know?
Well, I'm going to be the problem because next time I'm in LA, I'm definitely going to make my way there and buy a $9 slice.
Do you plan on being in LA anytime soon?
Nope, I don't.
There you
so
go.
hopefully it sticks around long enough for me to go
The next 20 years.
Do you think this will last 2 years? No. I'm kind of with you on that. I think the nostalgia around this isn't strong enough.
Well, because again, you figure pizza not supposed to be that culinary masterpiece food. And then so you're going to get like, okay, people who work close to the area, they'll probably go a couple of times. Unless that pizza is phenomenal, then it's just like, okay, well, I've seen the same T-shirt, the same bathroom display. All right, next place to go to. So I don't see it lasting more than 2.
Yeah. Meg, you got an over under on this? Will it last until 10 days from now for the Fast and Furious 25th anniversary? No, Meg, how long do you think it'll last?
I think two-ish years is a good kind of estimate for that. I think, like you said, that nostalgia will wear off and people will be like, because here's the thing, once you go and experience it, you've already experienced it, and I have a feeling you're not going to make it a recurring thing to go spend $50+ on an entire pizza for your family when you can go to the store and make your own pizza for less than that. Maybe not in California. I don't know. Yeah, I think 2-ish years is a good estimate.
Well, chat, let us know how long you think it's going to be. Blabs, do you have any input on the Ninja Turtles Pizzeria?
I mean, it's not for me, but for the TMNT fans, I think that's really, really cool. I would go, if I'm a super fan, I would definitely go just for the experience of it. You can make a vlog or a video of it, whatever it is. It's probably something memorable for the fans. I would go if it was something I'd love.
Would you go twice?
Twice? Well, it depends on how good the first time is. If the quality is good, if the food's good, then I won't go again.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like that pizza better be phenomenal.
Yeah.
I go back to, remember maybe...
Or you're an influencer and you just keep going.
Yeah. Maybe it was a year, 18 months ago when they had a pop-up restaurant for the Max from Saved by the Bell in LA.
Yeah.
It was like Saved by the Max or something. And
they did the same thing for Central Perk from Friends in New York. Yeah.
Yeah, it's amazing how they're able to kind of turn that into a thing. Well, there we go. A little Ninja Turtle. Let us know if you would make your way and go get a slice of pie for $10.
I do like pizza.
Everybody loves pizza, Blabs. Yes. It's a normal statement right there, and I appreciate that. Young Stove came in with $2, says, for Perfect Dark, because it confirms Elvis was an alien. $2 for Perfect Dark right there.
I knew it.
There we go. Brandon came in and says, now that Phoenix shaved, I can tell y'all apart. Is that Craig in the pink or Blabs in the black hat? There's $5 for GoldenEye. That's nice. Blabs, you wearing pink today?
No, that's why I'm really confused.
Last Effect came in with 10, says, did you know Quartering just said that Hawaii is a continent? It's like Beach Boys, Kokomo, Aruba, Jamaica. Oh, I want to take you. Lord help him. He's tired, boss. 10 for GoldenEye. Go Hurricanes. Yeah, Canes one away from the NHL Stanley Cup. Jared says, happy birthday, dude. Fast 5 through 7 are the best Fast movies made. For the Showdown,
yes!
Put $1 towards Perfect Dark. As that's the one I started to play recently, but never played GoldenEye. All right. Derek came in and says, put the glasses back on, Meg. Hot secretary vibes. Joey came in with $20, says, GoldenEye vs. Perfect Dark is a hard one. GoldenEye introduced FPS to consoles and is one of the best N64 games. However, Perfect Dark took everything GoldenEye did and refined it, but didn't have the same impact. 20 for GoldenEye.
Damn it.
Marmalin says, this is West Coast. The pizza tastes like ass and is garbage.
Yeah.
Okay. If it was in the East Coast, like New York or Chicago, hell, even Detroit, I'm on board. Happy birthday, Phoenix, you Easter Bunny bitch.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate it.
Shane O'Mac came in with 10, says, wise men say forgiveness is divine, but never pay full price for pizza. That's from Mikey. Yep, good stuff right there. And we have 5 from Joey. He says, I'll stick to eating pizza here in Puerto Rico. Pizza here goes for about $15, much better than what's shown on the TMNT restaurant right there. And give it up for Dallas Brayton, who gifted a Rumble Premium. Appreciate that, Dallas. Ranting and Rolling came in with 5. Says, question for Meg, do you think nostalgia capitalism is predatory, especially in the case of the TMNT restaurant, or is it just a result of the location being California?
I think it's a bit of both. I think that the entertainment realm of it is a little predatory because they know that we have some money right now as millennials because we're in the age that we are. But I think because of the location of the Ninja Turtles restaurant, it's just the prices are going to be high because it's California, because it's an attraction, and any attraction is going to be expensive, especially California.
Santa Monica, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Also, we have Base Gamer says, tell birthday boy to check X to see the tag on X about Kid Rock for him. Also, Meg rules.
Meg does rule.
She does. Commodore fan with 3 says, yes, Stranger Things ripped off TMNT pizza boxes and sold it at Walmart in the frozen section, and I tried it. It was overpriced cardboard vomit. Look up the boxes, please.
Yes.
How do you really feel about it, Commodore fan? The Stranger Thing pizza boxes. Blabs, can you look that up real quick? And Joey also says, I want a Super Mario Brothers pizzeria, mushroom pizza. That's a nice tie-in right there. And Commodore fan says, in my opinion, any business that purely relies on nostalgia over a truly good product and experience usually fails in the long run. Just look at the Fuddruckers burgers as an example. And Straka for Hire came in with 10, says, sup nerds? TMNT gets so much love, yet everyone seems to forget about the hardcore roided up knockoff of Street Sharks. That show was awesome. 10 for GoldenEye. Good old Street Sharks. Here are the Stranger Things pizza boxes, which, yes, looking at this for the first time, 100% a ripoff of the boxes from Ninja Turtles right there. So.
I don't even remember that. Like, I've seen all the seasons of Stranger Things except for the last one. I don't even remember the shit in it. Yeah.
Let's go ahead and move on. Thank you for that. Thank you guys for your support. We'll get to the rest of your Super Chats, Director Nation's Rumble rants throughout the duration of the show. Real quick, one last thing. Den Wiesel came in with 5. Says, any chances of getting Krigler back on the show? We need more musicians on than just Meg, and we need to bring back karaoke. Thoughts? I'm totally on board with bringing back karaoke, and maybe it'll be Phoenix who sings karaoke, or me. I don't know.
Well,
if you're lucky.
We do have a singer coming on Monday because it's been a hot minute since he hasn't been on the show. But good, bad flick Cecil.
Oh, good.
So he can sing if he wants.
He's a very good singer.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, of course, we'd love to have Adam back on for sure. All right, let's go move on. Now, look, we've seen a lot of folks come to the United States over the last several years, some legally, most not, right? But now we're seeing an influx of a lot of tourists who are coming here for the World Cup. And they are seeing the United States of America for the first time. They've heard rumors about it, and my timeline is flooded with all of these people. And I got to be honest, it's been really fun to see. I talked about how I went to Europe last week, and while I was there, one thing I learned was that the United States of America truly is awesome. Like, Italy's awesome, Turkey, whatever. Greece, really, really nice. I love being an American, right? And these people also love the idea of being American. This guy's from South Africa who came over, and check out his response to what he's seeing here in the United States.
Okay, you got to check this out. There is people walking everywhere. There are women walking alone with fancy handbags, jewelry on, glasses on. They're not being harassed, nothing. Then right here, you've got a park. Not a speck of litter, beautiful flowers, a bench that hasn't got someone raping someone on it. clean.
Yeah, South Africa is really fucked right now, especially for the whiteys. Like, they're being murdered.
Yeah, I mean, I like the idea that needs to be a bullet point in your conversation, that there's a bench with nobody being graped on it, you know? All right, let's continue.
And tidy. You got squirrels that haven't been eaten by savages. This place is freaking awesome. Look at this. Spotless, clean, safe. This is what it feels like to live in a first world country. Look at this. There's another bench. And
Oh, that's kind of cute.
It's really sad, actually.
Is the bar that low?
Yeah, it's really that bad. And it's going to be here if we don't fuck up and fix everything, I guess.
Yeah. Well, so cleanliness is next to godliness, as they say. And apparently South Africa is not a good place to be. But maybe it's just one of those things where we take clean benches and parks for granted here in the United States, which is crazy to think about. We also take Walmart for granted, as we see this guy going to Walmart for the first time, European over here, checking out all the nonsense that is happening in Walmart. I know, but by the way, this guy is truly bought in. That's what I love about these videos, is that they all have the American t-shirt. They're all wearing freedom stuff. They're like immediately as soon as they cross the border, they're like, I get it, I want it, I love it, I'm in it, you know? Here we go.
So, we are back in Walmart.
Sorry, real quick. Look at that shirt.
Amazing.
Golly, that's great.
We are back in Walmart. This is the biggest tourist attraction I can have as a European. It's like a museum, literally like a museum. So, let's go inside. As you can see, Walmart, it's huge.
By the way, I can absolutely understand how this is mind-blowing for them, seeing something this big. I went to it was called a grocery store this past week when I was in Rome, and the grocery store was like half the size of a 7-Eleven here in the United States. And like that's like where they get the groceries, and we go to Walmart over here.
It's so huge. Yeah, I've been lost here once. So I was just walking around the whole Walmart and I lost myself because it's so huge. You can't compare this to Europe. There are the big pizzas. 1.26 kilos of pizza. Look for some bread, for some real bread.
I wonder if he's like, this is so fascinating. However, this is why Americans are so fat.
right. Well, he looks at the ingredients on the bread here.
How many ingredients? The ingredients. How many ingredients? Oh my. This is bigger than my future. BBC, how you call it, huh?
Right, Blabs?
The British Broadcasting Corporation.
I don't think that's what he was going after there with that big old tube of meat. But yeah. Wait, what a great shot right there. So anyways, that's what most of the video is. That's what most of the video is him laughing at just how giant everything is in the United States, specifically in Walmart. Then we have this gentleman who found mac and cheese in the United States for the first time.
Look at that. Look at that. As a Scottish guy in America, here is a fact for you. Mac and cheese here in the States is better than UK, just a fact. And I'm here at Macked Out in Winter Gardens, Florida, to give their mac and cheese a try. I'm excited. Thank you. Mac and cheese secured. Brisket. I'm going to open this up. This is a mac and cheese, Philly cheesesteak style.
Can we just wrap our head around the idea of how silly that statement is? The idea of, I want a mac and cheese Philly cheesesteak brisket, like a pot of, it's just so asinine and silly. Combining all those things. You think he likes it? I bet he does.
I bet he takes one bite and he's just like,
Yeah. Gains 15 pounds.
Yes.
It looks giant. I didn't expect it to be this big. I thought it was going to be a lot smaller, but nothing in America is small, is it? Oh, look at that. Wow. Look at the size of that. That's one mac and cheese.
That's legitimately like something you should be able to serve to an entire family at Thanksgiving.
I bet that's like 5,000 calories plus.
Oh, more than that.
Yeah.
Oh, but man, does it look delicious.
It's outrageous. It's just like gooey cheese. Look at that. That is absolutely filthy.
Yeah.
Get through the crust and underneath, it's just like gooey cheese. Look at that. That's mental.
Eat it.
My goodness. Here in America, you need to have mac and cheese. This might be one of the best ones I've ever had. You can really taste the buffalo flavor on this one.
Wait, hold on. Wait, so we had a buffalo Philly cheesesteak mac and cheese. What is it? I don't even know what's happening here. But there's more. I love everything about watching these people explore just how great America is. Meg, is there anything you feel like you've taken for granted in America, perhaps, living here?
I mean, not really. The convenience of things, I think, because when we went to Europe, it's very hard to just go get like ibuprofen somewhere or Tylenol somewhere, or if you need like cold medicine, it's very difficult to get that. So whenever I got sick when we were in Europe, it was very hard to find like a convenience store that was very convenient enough to like walk to get, Tylenol or something like that. The convenience of everything here in America is, I would say, a little too convenient because of, the obesity epidemic.
Yeah, there's truth in that for sure. Well, Phoenix, you like the Pepsi Zero, and
sure do.
And now that you know you can drink it whenever you want.
I can drink so much of it again, Craig, and I'm very happy thanks to whoever it was out there and the viewer. I forgot who it was, that saint.
Yes, he was a wonderful, wonderful person. But did you know that if you go to a restaurant, one of the things that a lot of Europeans take for granted is the idea that you get free refills at a lot of restaurants. This is this person first experiencing this.
I can refill. Yeah. You want one Coke Zero or two? I can refill this 1,000 times.
Yeah, but you won't drink 1,000 cups of Coca-Cola.
You don't know me. And it's free.
You paid for it. You paid it.
Once.
Bro, slow down. Slow down.
It's cold.
Fabio, slow down.
Attaboy.
Right. Yeah, I know.
Speaking of all the liquid he's drinking, that reminded me, public restrooms. Public restrooms are very hard to find in Europe.
And even when you do pay them, you got to pay like €1 to go to them. You got to pay to go to the restroom.
You have to pay to pay. What is that? What is
I
that?
can understand that because like a lot of public bathrooms are disgusting, right? So if you actually pay to use it, you're more inclined to be a bit more well-mannered, clean up after yourself, don't just leave stuff lying all over the place, shit all over the place. It's kind of like that, you know?
Also,
a little bit of incentive. Like Aldi's with the shopping carts for 25 cents, you bring it back. Incentive to return the cart so people don't have to find it out in like 5 miles away.
Yeah. Also, social awareness and social space is something a lot of people from other countries don't understand, that we like our personal bubble. Like, don't get in my bubble.
I'm with you. Yeah. Just leave me alone.
Yes.
Well, one place that people have also discovered, which was like when Blabs discovered for the first time the greatness of
Oh, man. I need a pulled pork sandwich.
Yep.
I got some beaver nuggets in the pantry right now.
Wow.
Well, this guy made his way in. He describes this great. By the way, I can't really play this because it has a Jurassic Park theme underneath it.
That's so fitting.
Here we go.
Devised as to what it actually is. If you take a gas station and mix it with Disney World, wrap all of that around a gift shop, then that's probably the best way I can describe what Buc-ee's is all about.
Yeah,
I think
accurate.
It's kind of a brilliant way to describe it right there. So he went there and obviously was shocked, as most people are when they first experience Buc-ee's, and you get an entire, 60 ounces of soda for $1.29 or whatever it is. But so people are experiencing this for the first time, and they're experiencing for the first time that Americans are actually nice. Americans aren't unfriendly at all. Some of the friendliest people on earth over here. As we see, this girl as well says, everyone told me Americans were unfriendly, but they hold doors open, stop when you're crossing in the road, say hello in the street. Why do people assume Americans aren't like this? Right here. I think that's pretty fair. I mean, obviously, I live in Texas, and I think, you see a lot of people holding doors open and being nice to each other, living in a nice, civil, high-trust society, which is
Where
great.
is this, by the way? Where is the games being held?
It's East Coast and West Coast.
Yeah, it's all over.
Oh, okay.
Like there's some in like New York City and New Jersey, and then there's some in the West Coast.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I think there's some in Canada, if I wasn't mistaken, as well.
Yeah, it's
Like
pretty
in
much
North
all of
America.
North America.
Yeah.
It goes from Mexico all the way up to Canada. But
okay.
Dallas has some games. LA has some games. I think there's some on the East Coast. It's all over the place. It's
Just
a big
crazy
tournament.
because they're gonna die. It's so freaking hot, and they're like, "Let's go for 90 minutes plus." Yikes!
Well, they've added water breaks for the first time. So
Yeah, they're gonna need it.
What was interesting here, I also saw this guy who was at a this guy went into a like little mom and pop shop in Texas. Listen to what he talks about here. This is great.
Amazing. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And like I say, before y'all leave, don't forget to get on the board.
Oh yeah, we'll add ourselves on. Thank you so much.
They'll put you on.
Check this out, guys. High trust societies. This is how they function. You just come up, you take your cup. Everything here is refillable. This is amazing. Diet Dr. Pepper. But I haven't tried a proper Southern sweet tea. So
this idea of leaving your cups out and putting these things like just out for people to get for themselves. This being a high trust society, I never considered it like that, but man, it's very true. Just the idea of being able to take care of yourself and know that nobody's going to be a jerk about it until somebody is a jerk. We see these people who go to these, Church's Chicken or whatever, and they're trying to refill jugs of things with, lemonade or whatever it is that available, and just trying to game the system. It's awesome. It's awesome to see that people are falling in love with what I think a lot of people here in the United States very much take for granted.
Yeah.
Great. Do you? Let's see. Real quick, I wanted to circle back all the way to the first guy that we saw here, because he went out for a stroll in the evening, and listen to the way he describes it.
Okay, cool. It is 12 o'clock at night. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Nothing. No one. I mean, completely spotless, clean. I just took a walk all the way down there. Midnight. It's freaking midnight, and I'm completely safe. And I'm a white person walking around. That's so cool. Look there. Those trucks. Nobody's trying to rob them. No one's looting them and smashing the back of them and stealing stuff. If a truck drives that slow in South Africa, they literally will break open the back and loot it.
I feel like South Africa is straight out of the apocalypse.
Oh, it's not good. Those are the immigrants I wish we could take. Those great farmers. There's, it's bad over there.
Yeah, I have a relative that lives in South Africa, and they broke into her house. They killed the dog.
Wow.
Sweet.
Well, that's
good
to know.
There's rants for white genocide, all sorts.
Yeah, it's been going on for 10 years.
Wow.
At least.
Well, I think it does put a spotlight on how great we have it here in the United States, and to never take it for granted here, which is great. Which, you would think those things may not happen as much if you had some guns to protect themselves with, perhaps. Just throwing it out there, maybe. But who knows? I'm not here to solve all the world's problems. Just here to talk about some of the fun things. And anyways, I've really enjoyed seeing the World Cup travelers come to the United States and be exposed to the greatness and the exceptionalism that is the United States of America. Do we have an eagle claw or eagle scream or anything like that? Do we have any sort of eagle scream that could have played right there? Thank you. Wow. Or a turkey.
I was.
Yep.
All right. Nice. Okay. Well, anything to close that out? Anybody regarding how great America is?
I think everyone needs to leave. If you're from America, I think you need to leave the country to understand cultures outside of you. It achieves two things. It reminds you that you're not the only people in America tend to think we're the only people in the world. When you leave there, you get to see other cultures. And it also reminds you how great you have it also back home. So it really achieves two things. I love traveling the world and seeing. I was very ignorant. I was a stereotypical America who just kind of assumed that everyone lived in mud huts and all that stuff. So to see that there was like civilized society, but then they also did things so differently, and where they put value in things, let's say it's religion or food or whatever, was amazing to see and witness and talk with the locals. But at the same time, I was also happy to come home and then recognize, wow, there's a lot of things that we have here that I've absolutely taken for granted, and you wind up appreciating that as well. So it only helps you appreciate everything by travel.
And just think, it could always be worse. You could live in Canada where they have milk in a bag.
That is correct.
I can't even deal.
You'll never grasp the concept.
No.
I remember when I was like 17, my first time in Canada. I was 16. I was like, what the fuck is this? And I started poking the bags of milk. I'm like, there we go.
Kevin had bagged milk in his lunchroom when he was a kid.
Was this also in like Canada?
This was in Louisiana.
Dear Lord. Louisiana has been lost.
They had bagged milk.
No.
Yeah.
Terrible. Tragic.
Well, to add to Phoenix's point, I think that the people that complain the loudest about having our rights taken away, the free speech and whatever, I think those people should absolutely go travel to the countries that they want to advocate for, and also have the things that they have and complain about here. Like, okay, go visit and say the same things there and see what happens.
Except we don't let them back.
Yeah, don't let them back in.
Right. Well, then you see people like this is just amazing to see here. Like you see people who say things like this.
What it is going to take in order for us to get from under our oppressor's thumb. They are going to be violent anyway. So why would we continue to be peaceful martyrs to keep capitalism and white supremacy going? We cannot live like this. This is not sustainable. The American empire.
By the way, this lady with more gold in her ears, on her teeth, and in her nose than is the gross domestic product of Zimbabwe, right? He has the audacity to talk about how she's oppressed. Is just amazing to me. These are the type of people who have never been anywhere, and they will complain about how bad they have it.
Yeah, and it's time to stop listening to them and taking them serious at all. It's here. Go back to a different country. Go back to either where your ancestors came from or where you think you are going to fit in the best. Go there. We don't want you. Like, we really don't want you. If you don't want to assimilate with the value system that we have, and if you think you're that oppressed, you don't need to go and make change. Your numbers are way too small. You're going to lose. So go somewhere where you can win and get away from us as far as you can. Like I'm so done with any of these people. It's annoying. The privilege, you talk about privilege, the privilege that these people have, all of them, is ridiculous. And it's always the ones shouting privilege that everyone else has that have the most of it. They're usually the richest. They're usually like this, have gold teeth in their mouth. I'm done.
Well,
done.
The privilege and the oppression. Okay, where's the oppression? The fact that you get to walk around with an iPhone in your hand, filming yourself to post whatever you want on the internet. That's not oppression. That's freedom. That's freedom of speech that everybody else around you has. But you judge everyone based on the color of their skin. It is not the opposite way around. It is you.
On the $1,000 iPhone that they have, it's pretty amazing stuff. It's the victim of Olympics is always just so fascinating to see, and we know who has the gold medal and gold teeth. Shantae Boots came in with 10, says $10 for Soros because a bunch of losers never played the game because they believe everything Twitter tells them. Game of the year. All right. Thank you, Shantae Boots. Canada Dave came in with 5, says, I would go to that pizza place once for the experience, but I'm not going to pay $50 for a pizza. I'm getting the special from my local pizza place. It's so loaded with toppings, it needs to be cut into squares. And as someone who can eat a frozen pizza in one sitting, I can only eat 3 slices of this sucker before I say, nah, I'm good. Going for GoldenEye. That's 5 for GoldenEye right there. Meg, how many pizzas can you down at one time? Like a frozen pizza?
Are we talking like Justino's like party pizza?
Your favorite one?
Just whatever one you want. Yeah.
Yeah, but your favorite.
I can probably eat a whole pizza like a large pizza by myself.
Atta girl.
And then some, probably.
How many slices can you get through, Blast? Maybe 2?
Well, how big is this frozen pizza? What are we talking?
Standard frozen pizza size.
Well, I don't know, because I've seen ones that are like this big, and then some are like those big, and I can't eat those. But like
It's
these
a large,
ones.
14 inches.
Hang on.
I could definitely eat a large pizza by myself.
Well, yeah, get there. Yeah, she's literally getting out her measuring tape here.
No, I can't do that. No, I don't think so. I'd have to be really freaking hungry. Like I didn't eat anything like maybe all day.
Phoenix?
Yeah. He could have 12 of these.
Yeah, I would say minimum 10. Just to start would be 10. Easily. And then we could see how far we can go.
To be clear, I just want to be really clear with this. You're saying, Phoenix, that you can eat 10 frozen pizzas, like minimum.
Yes, because there's a weird, I don't know what it is. I have a weird genetic thing or something where carbs equals 0. That's why I can have 16 bagels. And the only reason why I stopped was because the crew is getting pretty fucking pissed at me. There is no limit to how much of it I can have. I don't know if there is a limit. I've just stopped because everyone in the room is concerned.
I see.
It also depends on what kind of pizza too, because I used to work at a Chicago-style deep dish pizza place. I can only eat like one slice of that.
I will say pizza. Yes, I will say pizza. There's a weird chemical in there or something that it stops me at around 2 pies.
Okay, hold on. And I'm serious about this. If we fly you down to do some sort of Fast and Furious watch party, and I'm just constantly making you, like I'm over here making you frozen pizzas. You're saying that you realistically can eat 10 frozen. I don't believe it.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't believe it.
I'll do a wing challenge. Phoenix can do the pizza challenge. I'll do the wing challenge.
Pizza
I can do the potato chips. I can have 10 chips, and then I'm done.
'Cause I can eat a lot of chicken wings.
What I would have to do is I would have to train, because I'm not supposed to have 10 pizzas, but I really, if you ask anyone who knows me, if Tiny is ever on here, she can even tell you, there is no limit to carbs.
Tiny's in the chat. She'll probably confirm right now.
I feel nothing. I can just keep eating it and keep on going and have
Phoenix's
zero
kryptonite
problems.
is olive oil.
It appears that it's olive oil that is my kryptonite.
Well, I have written both those down. The Phoenix 10 pizza challenge. Hold on, Blabs, read a couple supers. I don't believe this. Just read a couple supers. I'll be right back. Hold on.
Okay. Anyway, I was in the middle of adding supers. All right, Barry for 20 says, I'm only awake to quickly check the showdown as it's 2 a.m. here. Big thanks for listening to the community, Felix. Have a real happy birthday. This is for Perfect Dark. Okay, that's 20 for Perfect Dark. Thank you very much.
Yes. Thank you.
Hey, Nate here for 20 says, I would check out the Turtles restaurant, but California's scary. $20 for Perfect Dark. Laptop gun supremacy.
Yes, exactly.
D Watt for 5 says, get Krigler on the show, and I like turtles. Spyro Bro has hosted on Kick. Thank you very much. That's basically a raid. Thank you for raiding. West for 5 says, Craig, South Africa is a hellhole because blacks are in charge. Apartheid South was safer than the USA. Burley Rancher for 10 says, heading on a road trip through Texas soon. Can't wait to try some Texas barbecue and Buc-ee's for Meg. I guess Meg, you get to pick for $10.
GoldenEye.
Okay.
Mr. Big for 10 says, and the leftist gaslights us saying that we don't have culture while those outside the U.S. say otherwise. Steve for 20 says, Craig, I think you realize Blabs, Phoenix, British Meg are part of the new Avengers with Neurotic and D-Day Cobra. Blabs, pick up the effing RPG. Oh.
Okay. Thank you guys very much for your support, and it's a pleasure to be a part of the New Avengers. Phoenix, so you're telling me that you can eat 10 of these frozen pizzas? This is just like the generic...
Think so, yes. I see no reason why not. Again, look at a bake. Could you do 16 bagels?
You can eat 10 of these. 10 of these.
It could be 50. I don't know if there is an actual limit. I'm being certain. Like back when I could eat carbs and stuff, like I strongly consider two things. I just don't like contests. I strongly consider, because I have superpowers, I could do an eating contest, anything with carbs, right? I figure I could probably win that. And two was like, when you put your hand on a car and you have to keep it there, the fact that I don't need sleep for 9 days, I'm just gonna win this. So I have like these two really stupid superpowers. No sleep and carbs, easy.
You are impressive.
Not really, but yeah, I'll take it.
No, you are impressive. Okay, now I need to go put back the frozen pizza. Continue. Go ahead.
Okay. Mr. Rich Lopez for two says the acronym for South Africa is SA. How fitting. Current fan for two says it's doubtful that it will happen, but I pray that at least some of the people who come for World Cup spread the greatness of America back home and things start to change for them.
May I just stop real quick? Craig, you know what might be funny down the road? And I would have to train my body if it doesn't get medical clearance, but I think we could. A fun contest could be if, let's say, we did a fun-a-thon or something like that, right? We had a group of people against kind of what we did last year. It would be just a pizza eating contest, me versus all.
Everybody.
So however I match every single slice that they have. And then I have a feeling, because I know who I am, once I beat them, I'll go, you know what? I'm just going to double it just for fucking shits and giggles.
I think you would die. I
don't know, because I think the women are going to be cake. They're going to do 2 maximum, right? A guy, maybe 4, probably 3. And I've won. Like, I just won that competition. How many could you do? 5, maybe?
Pieces?
Yeah, slices.
No, realistically, Phoenix, I could probably eat 2 pizzas, 2 to 3 pizzas.
Yeah, that's what I said, 2 or 3.
Okay, that's okay. Pie, yeah, probably two pizzas. Yes, now that's 8.
Oh no, 2. You're saying 2 full pies. You're saying you could do
2 full. Yes. 2 full
I might
pies.
get fucked there because if there was a couple of dudes that did that, I might need medical. But let's do it.
All right, we'll see. Nate, next subathon, we'll see. We're
Well, I remember last time we got pizza, and now that I'm thinking about it, I do remember Phoenix eyeing
cleaned
the
them all
pizza
up
and trying to make sure everyone got what they wanted before he went back in there.
I cleaned it up.
He did. It's true. Yeah. He is the human trash compactor.
Yep.
All right. Blabs, go to get a couple more. Then I need to tell everybody about a great sponsor we have today. And then I want to move on to the next story.
Okie dokie, Cyanide for 5 says, speaking of Canada, did you hear about the Air Canada pilot who was flying for almost 20 years with a fake license? Yeah, I read that yesterday.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. Derek for 1 says, I've tested. I can eat 4 Totinos or 3 Jacks or 2 stuffed crust DiGiorno's or 1 family-size Papa Murphy's pizza or a large stuffed crust Pizza Hut, Papa John's, Little Caesars, or Domino's. That was a lot of words. Thank you.
Sounds like we got a new challenger. Wow, nice.
Marmalin for 10 says $1,000 iPhone, $400 Apple Earphone Pro or Beast by Dre, and it's not being robbed immediately or shut down or afraid at all that anything will happen to them. Surely the most oppressed of us. 341 came in with absolutely no message, but thank you for the 2. Magnus for 20 says, I spent 1 whole year in Japan for an exchange program when I was in college. Japan is a very high trust society, and it was an eye-opener for me. I hope that Japan keep the woke agenda out of their country and pop culture. Yeah, I agree with that. Derek for 1 says, I've tested it. I can eat... that one just came in twice. All right, thank you very much for that one.
Let's get one more,
Zeckler for 5 says, I like pizza. Sorry, I'm behind. I can't believe Sydney broke up with us. No, she'll be back. Don't worry. She just got something to do today.
She'll be back soon. All right, Phoenix, let's get an update real fast on our GoldenEye versus Perfect Dark community vote here today.
Yeah, it's fairly close. Here we go. We've got 60 for 007 GoldenEye and 43 for Perfect Dark.
All right, there we go. It is a little bit closer right now. I see that Meg is very much hoping that GoldenEye holds on. She's waiting intently. Well, I'll tell you what, before we get to our next story, friends, I need to let you know that we have a wonderful, wonderful sponsor. It is a day that ends in Y, which means today's episode is brought to you by, once again, our friends over at Rumble Wallet. Look, we've talked about Rumble Wallet extensively, right? Once again, all these super chats, phenomenal. Man, do we love that over on YouTube. Here's the issue with that. Your money also going over to YouTube. They take 30%. We talked about that before. It's crazy. Twitch, half of your money goes to Twitch, the platform. With Rumble Wallet, 0% of your support for side scrollers and any creator like Meg, like Phoenix, like Blabs goes directly to them, which is great. 100% goes to them. Rumble takes 0. It's awesome. Because Rumble can't even touch your money. Look, we've talked about this many, many times before. Your money going to a bank, you think you'd be able to just take it out whenever you want. No. You say something wrong that doesn't go along with the current mojo. Guess what? You're cut off. We've seen people literally be cut off from their money. You can't do that with Rumble Wallet. Nobody has access to it except for you. It's all built around crypto. You can buy some crypto, get in there, check out Tether. It's all tied to the, you can buy it with the US dollar, like a 1-to-1 conversion, and use it that way. So anyways, consider supporting with Rumble Wallet. There's a QR code on your screen. Hit the, you can scan it with your phone and download it directly. We'd greatly appreciate it if you did that. We are on our way to becoming the #1 supported channel over on Rumble with Rumble Wallet, and we will love your help in doing so. So consider scanning the QR code on your screen or going to wallet.rumble.com and checking it out. Once again, they support us. Please consider supporting them. Awesome. Thank you guys over at Rumble Wallet. Let's move on and talk about the next story here. We had a brief super chat about Canada here, and there were some legislators up in Canada who had the audacity to ask a very basic question about life. Let's check out this interaction.
Okay. So before you became chief science advisor, you were a molecular geneticist by training, right? Yeah. So you know a thing or two about X and Y chromosomes. So I wanted to ask you, what is the definition of a woman?
Point of order, Chair.
Point of order. Yes, MP Danko.
It is
Okay, here we go. Now the meltdown begins.
Pride Month and understanding Order 8.
Did you listen to the? We cannot answer that. It's Pride Month.
Point of order. Yes, MP Danko.
It is Pride Month and understanding Order 18, which prohibits personal attacks, insults, and offensive language. The accusation,
sorry,
where this question is going,
this is getting into
highly
debate.
offensive.
Does it bother you, ladies, that being asked what a woman is considered offensive language, a personal attack, or an insult?
It doesn't bother me. I just think it's fucking stupid. It's just a question, a simple question. Now, I mean...
But Meg, it's Pride Month. But you see, you can't ask questions like that at Pride Month right here.
Getting into debate.
Highly
MP Danko,
offensive.
this is getting into debate.
I'd ask the member to withdraw his comment.
MP Danko, this is
Asking
getting into
someone
debate.
what is
but,
a man or a woman is highly
I
offensive.
will deal with it.
Highly offensive. That's a highly offensive question in Canada in 2020.
A man said that. A man
Dude,
said that it was highly offensive.
You're right, Meg. The mansplaining is real here.
Yes.
And probably a white man. Probably. I don't know. We'll find out.
MP Ho, I would request to be respectful of everybody. Yeah, please.
The census
MP Ho,
asked the yeah, thank you.
MP Ho,
Thank you,
go
Madam
ahead.
Chair. Resuming, the census asked that question. You know, what is your gender? What is your sex? So I just want to understand what your view is on this.
Point of order, Madam Chair.
Noor Mohammed.
The witness is here in her capacity of the Chief Science Advisor. Her opinion on whether her opinion on any matter as an individual is actually not relevant to her mandate. And so if the question is within the scope of her mandate, I would be interested to see if Mr. Ho could reframe the question if he so wishes within the context of her mandate as the Chief Science Advisor.
In these grant applications, it always asks.
MP Ho, just 1 second.
This looks like a Saturday Night Live skit. It really does. You look at this and you say,
looks like a Star Wars council meeting, if you ask me.
It looks like an animal farm.
Canada, I mean, this is a legit concern of mine. I don't know if I can go to Canada.
No.
I don't know if there's two places that I don't know I can go. I don't know if I can go to Canada, and I don't know if I can go to London or the UK.
Oh, London, no.
Yeah, I legitimately am concerned that if I try to go to either one of those two, countries, the UK and Canada, that I would be deported or be detained for whatever reason, for saying bad things on the internet.com.
If I was this guy, I would have said, I don't know why you guys are talking down to me because I'm Asian. I would have just went with this whole retarded fiasco. I just would have leaned into that now. Why can't you answer the question? Because I'm Asian? Just play the same card.
Yeah.
I was actually going to say the same thing. I was like, well, what about, Asian awareness or whatever that is? Stop
why does a
Asian
white person
hate.
tell me what to do? Yeah.
Stop Asian hate.
He should probably say, why are you hating me? Why are you trying to kill me? Yeah.
Bingo. You just play it right back.
I'm offended that you're suppressing my Asian speech.
Well, he actually has a point to asking these things.
I hope you will frame your questions around what the purpose of the study is today. Thank you. MP Ho, go ahead.
I'm getting to that, so I just want to hear the answer.
Madam Chair,
Again, I asked this because the NRC president last week.
Sorry for interrupting. She's trying to answer you. Yes, we have stopped the clock. She's trying to answer your question, so let her answer.
Can I see how much time I have left?
1 minute and 47 seconds.
All right.
from genetically speaking, we define female as in the animal kingdom as someone with 2 X chromosome.
So, because I asked this because when we had the NRC president here last week on this committee, and he seems to think that the definition of a woman is just a checkbox. So, I just want to get some clarity on that. So, thank you for that. And it's important because we have events like you had an event, you were attending an event back in February about the success of women in STEM. It's important that we know what the definition of a woman would be because we're celebrating the achievements of women in STEM. So. Okay.
Which all that seems just so unbelievably logical that this has broken people's brains and it's so offensive to these people that you can even ask those questions here. I'm always amazed to see the state of Canada, and we kind of, I don't think I truly grasp like how wacky loony it was. I mean, we saw this insanity during COVID and the truckers and all that stuff, and the freezing of bank accounts and for wrong think, and it just seems like it's so ideologically captured that I mean, I've been there before, but I legitimately worry that when we have guests on that are from Canada and they say things like they could be taken, they could be othered, they could be detained for saying things that the government doesn't agree with, like simply that a woman, has 2 X chromosomes.
I would love lie detector tests strapped on all these people to even believe, to see if they even believe what they're saying. Of course, most of them wouldn't. And then I would add to it that if you fail that test, it's punishable by death. That's what I would say immediately. And we just let go of that problem. Boop, like that. It's all done. Dunsky, because if you are, especially with people in power, these are people that are controlling the citizens. They're controlling. People are going to jail for things like this. People are being shunned in society. So yeah, I want to know you actually believe what you're saying. Let's get a lie detector on test on that with a little loaded revolver, and it's just waiting to see if you pass the test. Clink, clink, clink. Let's see.
Oh,
we solved the problem right there. Done and done. Yeah.
It sounds extreme.
But good thing I'm not in power.
We need to get you in power, Phoenix.
We sure do.
We need to get you in power. I think that'd be nothing but good can come from that. That'd be great.
Honestly, I would be the best because I would be so extreme, right? And then I would hand it back. It's like, okay, we've eliminated the cancer. We've done the chemo treatment. And now I don't want the power back. Here, now it's normal society again. Here you guys go back. Like, that's it. We just got to get rid of this weed, through peaceful solutions, of course. We got to get rid of that. And then you have to have someone that's willing to give it back to the people instead of what happens every single time is that they hold on to the power and then become the same problem that everyone else was. But that's why you should vote for me. Get me into power. I'll go super extreme, but I'll hand it back, most likely.
We need to have we're going to have the Blabs Golden Star We should have a Phoenix for President shirt.
Hell yeah, dog.
Vote
Let's
for
make it
Phoenix.
emperor.
Just make it look like the vote for Pedro shirts.
Oh, that's awesome. Let's see. Vote for Phoenix shirt. All right, hold on.
Oh yeah, dog.
I'm writing it down.
We get this
All right.
solved in one day. I can
Write
get
that
this solved in one day.
Can you imagine the red tape and the bureaucracy that you would run into?
They're all
Trying to-
arrested,
trying
Craig. I've already arrested all of them. This is an empire, my friend.
I love it. Meg, you got any solutions for these freaks up in Canada?
Sewing their mouths shut.
Going straight saw with this shit.
Just shut up. Just yeah, I agree with the lie detector test because it would be so funny to see them squirm and then to see their actual we can't read their thoughts, but to prove that they do not believe what they are saying and they're shilling for votes for these people and they're probably not acting upon these things that they're saying. They're not actively trying to pass laws or do any sort of legislative changes for these people. They're just shilling for a vote. So it would be interesting to see how the public would react.
And if you lie, you're fired. Like, that's it.
Yeah.
That's the revolver right there.
Yes.
Like, you're fired, instantly
Yes.
removed.
Yeah.
I love the idea that. Oh no, I'm not going to say that. We're already on. Sorry, this is a YouTube suspension thing we're dealing with. I can't say that. Sorry. We need to have a totally wheels off. So I'll just move on to the next thing, which means there's more out of Canada as now. Well, I'll tell you. I'll let the news story just tell you what's happening.
No TikTok, no Snapchat, no Instagram until 16. That's what's now being proposed in Canada. The Canadian government is joining a growing list of countries looking to restrict children's access to social media. Canada has now introduced legislation to ban social media for kids under 16.
We're failing our children. Enough is enough.
Forcing social media platforms to block access or
Let's start there. Social media blocked in Ottawa for kids under the age of 16. I heard y'all kind of saying a few things. What were you saying?
I love this. I think it needs the age needs to be higher. I think
Meg's a commie.
18 is better. I think 18 is better because what's the legal age for an adult in Canada?
I think it's 18.
It's 18 or 19.
Okay. I think once you're an adult, sure, you can have it. But when you're a minor, like there's too much shit on the internet that these kids don't need to be looking at. And look, if you go, I'm going to sound like an old lady right now, but if you go out and you look at these teenagers walking around, like they do not make eye contact with you because they're so buried in their phones and that they're digesting all this brain rot that they don't know how to have a conversation with anybody. And take it away.
And I think the legal argument too, and I'm not a lawyer, is how many times whenever you do social media, how many legal agreements you're agreeing to, you're probably not even of legal age to even do that. So if you're not of sound mind to be able to comprehend the legal contract that you are agreeing to, that should be forfeit. So I would say whatever is the legal age in your country, or to go off to war, whatever that age is, that it should be around there. Because something that I'm sure there's a million studies that show how bad this is for a developing mind. You're having a problem just understanding yourself, let alone the entire world judging you. Back in the day, we had our class that judged you, right? Because I remember everyone would say, like, Phoenix, you're so cool. Everyone loves you so much. I mean, I had that all the time, constantly. But for other people who got bullied around, of course.
I get it.
Yeah. So to have when you slip, in gym, the world is laughing at you at 15. You know what I mean? Try to process that. Or if you're trying to be cool, like, well, how many times did guys do really stupid things to try to impress someone? But now they're doing it for the world. And so it escalates and escalates and escalates. And now it's not, I'm going to jump from this 7-foot wall. I'm going to jump off a bridge. So this is not right.
Well, also to that point, one parent's kids might consent to them having social media and having their face as a minor on the internet publicly. But let's say that kid's friend who is in a video with him, his parents may have not consented to that. So now you've got minors all over the internet and normally for things like this, when you're a minor, your parents have to sign like consent forms in order for your face to be shown for things. So this is a rabbit hole of just so many things that could go wrong, that are going wrong currently. And I agree with this. I think this should happen in the U.S. I just get rid of it for the minors.
I have
Parental
very
consent.
I have very mixed feelings about this. Very mixed feelings. I don't want the government telling me anything about
True.
what I can or cannot do, right? I am out on government control. With that said, I, as somebody who has spent my entire career literally on social media, with YouTube being a social media platform, I can attest to the absolute harm that it does to people. I've said this before on the show. I think there will be a day in the not too distant future where we look at social media use the same way we look at smoking, where it was available for everybody for a short time. By the way, it's healthy for you, smoking in the 50s. By the way, it's going to cure whatever, right? Then, oh, shit. Actually, it's not very good for you. I think they're going to look at social media the same way. Now, do I like the idea of the government mandating things? No, right? But I do think that there will be studies that ultimately, you know, look, there are rules right now that say you cannot be on X platform if you're not 13 or whatever, right? There's already rules in place. But I think that this is a step specifically in Canada towards digital ID. And I don't like that at all. They get them in young, and you are like that. This all of a sudden, this becomes, I don't trust Canada as far as I can throw it, because while I think the intentions may be noble and good, I think this leads to, oh, so you did access Facebook when you were 15, or you did access to it. By the way, that savings account that your parents had for you, by the way, we're going to hold that for a little bit as punishment.
Digital
right. So I'm not a fan of that at all. I totally understand the sentiment, because as somebody who has a 14-year-old and a 12-year-old, I don't want them anywhere near social media, because I see how they act on a day-to-day basis just within their school. And then to have a megaphone connected to their face at all times, telling them either how great they are or how crappy they are, that's terrifying to me, because I see it.
I think it also, okay, I agree with everything you said. And I think it's more of a mandate for the platforms themselves. I don't think it's for citizens. I don't think that the government should be telling citizens or mandating citizens to do things. I think it should be a platform-based thing, a mandate for the platforms. Now, their kids are going to find ways around this. That's a parenting issue. That's a parenting thing.
Yeah. Listen, I'm with you on that. Parenting is paramount, obviously, when it comes to this. We see this even this past week with the whole trial that was taking place here in Texas with the Carmelo Anthony thing. Like, it comes down to parenting, you know? The idea of you should bring a knife to a track meet. No, you probably shouldn't bring a knife to a track meet. It starts and stops there. But there is a reality of your children will have access to things that you don't want them to do or to have. And other people's parents, other kids' parents, they parent differently, right? You see these videos of these like little kids who are 3, 4 years old, and they're cursing up a storm because their parents are cursing up a storm. I don't curse around my children, right? For me, it's a respect thing, right? I'm not going to say those things. I expect them not to say those things. That doesn't mean that I know they're not hearing those things on a day-to-day basis at school. But, you know, they're going to be exposed to them. The question is, have you laid the foundation to where they know what's right and wrong when it comes to these things? And can they handle social media? So I don't agree, bringing this all the way back, I don't agree with the idea of the government saying you can't have access to these things. But I do think that there will be a day soon where it happens in the United States. And the question is, what age will that be? I mean, hell, is it 18? Is it 21? Is it 25? Hell, I think the voting age should be raised to 25. You know, like 18 is way too young for idiots to be voting, but that'll never happen, right? But it's all under the guise of protection. So,
you know, like, so would you be okay with the idea that a 14-year-old is willing that they can sign their likeness away, that they can do all these. Well, I mean, they're agreeing to it, right? So so you could say that make the same argument also about we have regulations with porn. Like, I would put social media as more destructive by a landslide than porn. I'm not saying porn is great. I'm just saying, but I think social media for a developing mind and all the stuff that you're agreeing to, and then all the propaganda you're being fed, then you're talking about social pressure with a developing mind. These are extremely dangerous things. I wish parents would. I really wish parents parented. I really do. They don't. It's clear they don't. And you're seeing a rise in gambling with a group of kids that I had predicted a million years ago, watching that every game they play is free to play. They became gamblers for a reason. They grew up on gambling.
Yep.
So like, you know, I'm all or nothing. I'm all for deregulate everything or actually start putting in some protections, because someone's got to do something for these kids, because social media, in my opinion, is terrible for kids.
Yeah, I mean, I spoke about how I disconnected from social media entirely, and I came back and I was like, I felt like almost a haze come over me immediately. You know, you feel clear when you're not surrounded by that stuff. And then as soon as you log on to X, you go, oh.
Yeah, you eat clean eating, and then you had McDonald's, and you just feel bloated and disgusting.
Right. Well, let us know what you think. What age is right for a social media ban, or do you think it should be banned at all? You know, when it comes to this, if you can follow suit for Ottawa, Canada. All right. Speaking of social media, I want to show you this clip from Joe Rogan and Caleb Hammer here in just a second. But first, I got some supers I wanted to get to, including some wonderful support from Wolf and Wings with $50. Says Perfect Dark right next to Echo of my retro games. I'm guessing best of retro games. Wolf and Wings, thank you very much. I'm going to get you on the wall. My man, spectacular with the 50. And also, Snake Shadow came in with $49.99 for Phoenix. Says, after all those carbs, Phoenix eventually turns into a Play-Doh factory on the toilet. Super goes to the man, the myth, the birthday boy. Phoenix, you going for Perfect Dark on that?
$49.99 to Perfect Dark. Thank you very much.
The Planet Will says, I can be Phoenix second for that challenge. I can easily power down 2 Costco's pizzas by myself to the dome. I'm well aware that I shouldn't do that in my early 40s, but there you go. 10 for Perfect Dark.
Attaboy.
All right. Yes, there's definitely a realization that you shouldn't be doing those things in your 40s, but you still
or ever really never should do that. I would agree that never.
We have Nagarak, who came in with 10, says, I'm upstate New York. We have this restaurant called Rusty Nail. On your birthday, they give you 1 free chicken wing for every year. Got my 40 wings this November. 10 for Goldeneye right there. All right. We also have Max Smalls came in with 10, says, I'm starting to think Phoenix's superpower is meth. happy birthday, sir. Also the definite money to Goldeneye. That's $10 for Goldeneye right there. We also have 5 from Canada. Dave says, you'd most likely be safe in Alberta and Saskatchewan, Craig. Well, that's good. Good to know. At least I can touch ground there. We also have 5 from Sly Rye. Says, regardless of your take on the social media age, it's just another attempt of pushing digital ID. It's the only way they can enforce it. Thoughts now, Meg?
Yeah, I mean, he's right. We kind of just had that whole conversation, though. I mean,
yeah, we did.
Yeah.
But then you have to get rid of all regulation. Then I will hear your side if you then just get rid of every protection then. Because if you believe in a protection, well then, okay, then let's get back to the argument of should there be an age limit for social media? And my point, you can't just pick and choose, because then I'm picking and choosing and I would like protections on social media. So I'll hear you out if you say get rid of it all. I'm with you on that.
David came in with 5,000 Costa Rican monies. That's about $11. He says, blocking the access to social media for children is not the responsibility of the companies. It's the responsibility of the parents. Do your job, parents. Rolando came in and says, it's easy to agree with the age gate for the internet until you ask one thing. How will they enforce it? Soul Silver says, the problem is that there are so many bills that this that is made in Canada, 15, I think, that there are, quote, for the children, that this is just a Trojan horse for censorship for adults. And Gara Link came in with 20 Canadian money. He says, I don't like the age restrictions in Canada for 2 reasons. It will be digital ID. That's invasive and ineffective. 2, it is nowhere extreme enough. It should be on a hardware ban on smartphones until they're 18. 20 for perfect dark right there. Interesting, man. You're like Phoenix. Say no.
I'd be okay with that.
Jimmy Ray with 10 says social media is bad for everyone, not just children. Any site that has pirate messaging capability should be limited to 1 million users. Oh, that's interesting. All right, we'll get to the rest of your super chats, direct donations, and Rumble rants in just a second. Real quick, Phoenix, let's get an update on where we're at with this.
It has turned around. It is $80 for GoldenEye and $172.99 for the rightful champion of Perfect Dark. Right there. There it is.
You can't say rightful champion, Phoenix. You can't say that. You're not allowed to do that.
For the potential rightful champion.
There you go. Thank you. Appreciate that.
I got around the lawyers.
That's right. I was putting wolf and wings and snake shadow on the wall right there. All right, let's move on. Let's talk about social media for a minute and extend this conversation. Recently, Joe Rogan had Caleb Hammer on his show, and they were talking about social media and the algorithms here. Let's take a listen to what they had to say.
So what do you think, if you had to put on your tinfoil hat and really try to make an assessment of like why this is happening? Like, why are they allowing this? Why isn't...
To be clear, he's talking about why blue cities are being destroyed. Earlier in the show, we talked about how great America is and how it's not a third world country. Now we see some of these blue cities that are turning into the exact thing that we were talking about we don't want to be, these gross third world cities and countries.
No one done what is the sensible thing. Protect the peaceful, tax-paying, kind, and compassionate people of the city from violent criminals. Why are you allowing these people to continually be released? Why are you so soft on crime? Like, what are you doing?
Yeah. Well, honestly, definitely not as deep as Musk is on this. But for me, I really think it's this political capture. When you get in those ecosystems now online, you can get on TikTok and it'll immediately figure out within 3 minutes what group to put you in. And then you hear no other perspective.
Right.
And we know young generations, especially young women, they've moved more politically extreme than any other generation in the history of the United States. And they've moved to the left, left, right, I don't care, but they've moved to the extreme version. And when you're politically captured, you then vote for the people that are more politically captured on that left. And there is a lot of that moral masturbation that comes with it. It sounds good.
Yeah.
We had all that information around 2015, 2020, that anyone that's going to prison is, just for having weed or anything like that, we're just evil as a society.
Right.
And when you get that and you start moral masturbating about everything, it sounds right. Like things like rent control, it sounds good.
Right.
It sounds like the moral thing to do. Not just putting people in prison for a long time sounds nice.
Have you guys heard that phrase, moral masturbation here?
That's a new one.
Yeah.
That is a new one.
It's a new one, but I'll tell you what, it kind of is effective. It makes a little bit of sense.
That is my new band
here.
name, yes.
That was my nickname in high school.
Oh, wow.
You too?
I'm sorry. Megan, high school you were called moral masturbation?
Yes. Triple M.
Okay. I appreciate you owning that. All right, let's continue.
Sounds nice. Not kicking people off the street when they're homeless. It sounds nice. Not doing those sweeps. It sounds nice.
Yeah.
And people that are politically captured online, especially in our algorithms, it's just so brutal. And they just vote for that on repeat because they hear no alternative perspective. And even still, it's so politically captured now where it's like, if you disagree with 1%, you're a Nazi and you're get out of here. You're not one of us.
Everybody has experienced that here. 100%. Yes.
Sure.
Us.
Right.
It's pretty brutal. I always considered myself like pretty left of center, actually. I'm probably more centrist now. Economically, I've moved a little to the right over the past few years, but compared to the people surrounding me in college that were definitely like far left, because music school and all that stuff, but they were still algorithmically captured. I was borderline like a Nazi because I just didn't agree with everything.
Yeah.
You know, maybe the taxes shouldn't fund tits.
Right.
I'm sorry if I'm a Nazi for that. Like, we have too much bloat.
I think you're absolutely correct about the political capture, but I think it's also manipulated, and that still doesn't account for who's funding the DA campaigns.
Real quick, it is interesting to think about that, the idea of these platforms being captured. Because what's the one thing that you heard once Elon Musk acquired Twitter, right? As soon as it went away from being a psycho leftist weird echo chamber and allowed for everyone to say pretty much what they wanted to say, it immediately became far right and extreme, right? Because it didn't go along with the narrative, right? I think that's one of the more fascinating things about this time that we're living in is when you have something like whatever, everything is controlled by this machine, right? We all know this is true, whether it's bureaucracy, whether it's the networks, whether it's entertainment, there's one way of thinking, right? It's left. And if you're not left, you are a Nazi. You're in it. You're done. But everybody sees this. And I think that most people recognize this, but those who are in it, those who are a part of this industry, the entertainment industry, whatever, the media, it goes back to your idea, Phoenix, of the lie detector test. Like, do they truly believe what they're saying, or are they just kind of going along to get along?
Yeah, no, they don't believe. There's only two of them. The ones that know it's bullshit, but they go along with it either out of fear or whatever, or to fit along, or two, that they're actually insane. There's a lot of mentally unstable or kids on these horrible drugs, like the SSIs or whatever they're called. But no, I don't think many of them believe any of the things that they espouse.
No, I think it also has to do with I think a lot of the extremists, I mean, we can see the mental illness visually and verbally by what they say, which leads me to believe that they were picked on in high school. And and so they follow along because they feel a part of something and they feel like they belong somewhere where they didn't feel that at all, maybe growing up in school or in organizations that they were a part of. So now they feel like they have a purpose, and it's these algorithms that give them that purpose, and they feed that machine and they feed the delusion. And then it's just pitting groups of people against each other. Then it causes violence, then it causes riots, and it causes cities to be torn down and looted and destruction. So it's all a sociological project, almost, to put it lightly, I guess.
Where does this end? I know the Tim Pool meme of like civil war, right?
Yeah. I'd argue we're in it.
You think that it's an information civil war instead of
it's a different kind. It's not people marching on a lawn and thankfully no violence, things like that. Although one side is really doing it. You're looking at it with the legal processes. You're looking at it how this administration is trying to combat this through certain voting laws and voting rights and all this other kind of stuff. You're looking at it through a legal means, but there are sides getting further and further apart. You're seeing this especially with redistricting, places with voting and so you're seeing this all across the board. That is not a healthy country. That is a country that is picking a side.
Yeah. Golly, it's are we there? Like you say, we're in it right now. Do you think it'll ever escalate to the idea of actual physical violence, or is it all just information warfare?
I hope not. Right? I hope not. I guess I'm going to be honest. Yes, I do think it's going. I think you're going to start getting pockets of it. You're already seeing it. How many I know that we just so used to it now, but how many attempts have been on the president's like to the point where we're like, oh yeah, it happened again. Like that's not normal. That when we were growing up, that happened with Reagan. And I think that's it. We had a shoe get thrown at Bush's head, and he expertly dodged it. But we didn't really see, at least publicly, what was going on. And now it's almost, every other month something is happening. And you're seeing the other side dismiss it. It's not even a shame on them.
Yeah,
that's not a healthy
shame he missed. Yeah,
yeah. So what happens when we keep pushing, and what happens is if right now, if we lose for our side, let's say we lose this administration, and now it goes to a far, far left communist kind of thing. How long is everyone going to take that for? God forbid. And when they feel like they don't have a voice, you know.
I also like to consider the fact that we have the Second Amendment, but I feel like all of these shootings are very orchestrated and an attempt to have our Second Amendment taken away. And there's no physical civil war right now because they know we got the pew-pews, right? We have the pew-pews, and they don't like pew-pews, so they don't have any pew-pews. So they can't start a war yet. We have weapons and means to defend ourselves. So what are they going to do? They're going to go after the Second Amendment and try to have a buyback or have our weapons taken away from us that defend ourselves. And that's our God-given right. That's our right, the freedom to in the Constitution that we have given to us. But you want to take it away because you're not getting your way right now. That's wild to me.
Well, we can obviously hope that it doesn't escalate past words.
Yes.
Although information is probably the biggest bullets you have right now. I mean, you see how people have just been decimated by misinformation, lies, and propaganda.
And here's the thing. I'm sorry, continue.
Continue.
I was just going to say real fast, one thing that you can see consistently on our side, I'm not even going to say the right, because so many people on the quote unquote right side are just normies, centrists, you name it. It's just that we've all been thrown into one side, because if you're not on the left, then you're all whatever this group is, right? But how many times has our side been willing to have that conversation? We're not running away from it. We want to have that conversation. You saw that even when Twitter was as commie as it was commie, many of us were still on there and having that debate. What happened when Musk took over? They invented Blue Sky, right? They all went that way because they can't hear another side. They can't hear it. There's so much propaganda put their way that they now fear our actual words, that if you just even hear it, like Voldemort, he comes to life and they'll instantly become NZs themselves, right? So one side is clearly in a bubble, and that scares me because they're not it doesn't appear that they are willing to hear anything. They're not willing to reach out across the aisle and just go like, hey, I'm hearing you guys are evil. Can you verify that for me? Can I just have a conversation? You seem cool. They're not willing to do that. Our side has always been doing that, which is why you have so many great conversations with anyone that's not on the left, because we're all people who want to have discussions. We all disagree on many things on this very panel, I'm sure, but we can have a beer afterwards and we can have a handshake and we can go like, yeah, okay, that's just one thing we don't agree on. That side, it's their religion. It's their absolute religion. And that scares me. If they have power, then it's a religious power. And that terrifies the living hell out of me.
Meg, you're going to say?
No, it's a cult. It's just a freaky circus cult.
Yep. All right. Let's go ahead and move on with something a little... Well, let's see. We are closing in. That's okay. We have a little bit of time. Let's get to this. This is actually... let's get to a couple supers, real fast, Blabs. And then I want to get to this actually really interesting ruling out of Germany about Google AI overviews that Blabs found. So by all means, fire away.
Boss Snake Master for NOK20 says, "Oh, you got a license for that sense of humor." I'm sorry, that's the best I could do. Derek for one says, "Yes, Phoenix does have a new challenger with me in pizza eating, but I'm also better than him at Guitar Hero. He saw me play on X once." Reese for one says, "If I can't go with my favorite of Free Radical Time Splitters, I suppose I can throw a buck in for PD." Continued. There's another one over here. Also, I noticed the custom DVD style case artwork was used for 007 for the Showdown, which leads me to ask, does anyone here get customized cases for their cartridge games? I don't.
No.
Once or twice, yeah.
Anyway, that's $2 for Perfect Dark, by the way. Tailfin for 2 says Adam Kriggle and Cecil Showdown when or Spartan. I have no idea what that means. Burritos for 21 cents says I never understand why they just can't answer with the correct answer, which is anyone who says they are. Just own it. It would shut up the detractors instead of deflecting and acting offended. Young Stove for 2 says Asmongold and Phoenix 2028 or it's the meteor. Uxie Knight for 2 says only problem with banning these kids from social media. Well, what are they going to have left in TV again? The rest of the internet, there definitely needs to be something done, but then the aftermath.
Go to work.
5-year-old goes to work with a briefcase. The Planet Will for 2 says don't tell me what to do, Fed boy. Goldeneye, that's 2 for Goldeneye. Yeti for 10 says $50 for a pizza. No, thank you. I'll just get 2 slices and an Arizona from my local gas station for $6.50. Montez. Cyber for 1 says social media is why Europeans think Americans are harmful and evil. 2, I'm happy Europeans are surprised at what we got and change their mind on what they see about the USA on social media. Cyber also says 3, I'm celebrating 2 birthdays today, Phoenix's birthday and my birthday. Well, happy birthday to you.
Thank you.
Not you, Cyber. And 4, I did a on the street interview, and I can attest these protesters are sheeple following the leader mindlessly. Thank you very much for that, and I hope you have a great day. Planet Will for 5 says, sorry I called you Fed boy. I just really want Costco pizza now. Get one after Masters of the Universe. No worries, I'll share it. Perfect Dark. That's 5 for Perfect Dark. Andreas King for 10 says the term Phoenix was reaching for was cold civil war. It might go hot, but I don't think it will ignite in a major way. You can see that the left is thrashing. I hope that peace is what reigns. Goldeneye, that's 10 for Goldeneye. And we're caught up for now.
All right.
Woo.
Guys, thank you very much for your outstanding support today, guys. Genuinely appreciate it. Always great. Real quick update here. This could have some real ramifications here. Do you remember it was last week or so where it was announced that Google, when you search something over on google.com.
That was actually like last month, Craig. You've been away.
Oh, that's right. Sorry. Well, do you remember last month when Google said, hey, they're going to switch all of their search results from websites to their AI right here? Well, their AI results. We've seen that happen, and now apparently it's all across the board when it comes to Google. And that was a pretty big day. The internet changed dramatically that day. But there's a ruling here that in Germany declares Google's AI overviews are Google's own words and makes it liable for false answers over here. So the German regional court has ruled that Google is directly liable for false claims in its AI-generated search overviews. In this case, Google's AI had wrongly linked 2 publishers to scams and shady business practices. The court treated the AI overviews as Google's own content and rejected Google's argument that users were responsible for fact-checking the results themselves. So we've all seen this before, and this is like, when you're pulling all this data from the internet, from social media or whatever. I mean, look, I've been called all sorts of things online, Phoenix, whatever. Meg, I'm sure you've been called all sorts of things. If that stuff pops up online and in Germany in particular, and it's not true at all, Google can now be held responsible for it, which is actually pretty great, I think.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I don't know. Interesting to see. Do you guys think anything will actually come from all this?
I hope they lead by example and other people kind of start looking at it, because it's a very, very, very good point that they're making at Google, and the fact that they can be held liable for something like that is a big deal. Now, Google is like the biggest company, like arguably the biggest company in the world, if not it's a fact. They've got money, all the money in the world to combat these things, but like you can't combat facts like that. To me, in my opinion, like you just can't. Like if it's wrong, it's wrong. And what's the point in using it if you're having to fact check something, or if people are being led to scams? The scam's been going on for years.
Yeah, right. And I think it's one of those things where I think it's interesting to have a little accountability, but you wonder, specifically in the United States, this won't happen because of Section 230. right? Until Section 230 is reworked a little bit, which is, that think about this. Section 230 was something that was passed in like 1994 about the internet, right? How many generational leaps has the internet made since that was passed? Like it should definitely be relooked at. Otherwise, you'll never see something like what we're seeing here in the United States that you saw in Germany right there, with Google having any accountability at all. And this is interesting. This is like legitimately interesting, because you will see, like, Google obviously fought against this. They don't want to see this happen. But if you are making your voice the only voice online, regardless of if it's things that are said online, you're just bringing it all together, that being Google's AI service, like, if that is your voice, then yes, you should be held responsible for that, because people aren't going to see that. Then they're not going to do the exact same thing you talked about, do their own research, because guess what? When you Google that, guess what comes up? Google AI. So you got your circular thing going on round and round and round. So
I'm surprised. Is it gonna learn you though? Is it gonna learn your search tactics and tailor certain things to you? That's
Probably
weird.
at some point.
My sweet, sweet Meg, we are so already there.
Yeah.
We are
I know
so
that.
already there.
I know that, but is it gonna get worse? Is what I'm saying.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Yes.
Just making a point.
Oh, yes, absolutely. 1,000%.
Absolutely. Craig, I'm surprised that, again, I'm not a lawyer. Wouldn't the easiest solve, you do your little clickety-clackety, you get your search result. At the very bottom, there's an asterisk that says something like, Google can't be held responsible for whatever, do your own research. Something like that, just in legalese. Isn't that like the solve? Done?
Sure
I
seems
see
like
that
it.
in America happening, that you wind up seeing something like that.
Yeah, I 100% agree. I think that's something that they're totally missing out on, and probably will be the next update, specifically over in Germany. So, all right, man, let's keep rolling. We have look at this. Suffer So Proud came in with a $50 Rumble rant.
No, that's plus.
All right, let's go. Thank you so much, Suffer So Proud. Says, nostalgia's powerful drug. It harks back to a time of true unity, goodness, respect, the power of family. I see my kids expressing a yearning to experience those days. They watch channels that show 90s commercials. It's crazy. My 8-year-old daughter listens to Backstreet Boys constantly, for God's sakes. Double O's, that's $50 for 007. Can you use the Dopey Fat Craig frolicking asset? Do we have a Dopey Fat Craig frolicking asset?
The one where he's picking mushrooms or whatever. He's like,
do
we don't have that anymore.
Let's see.
And by the way, you should be following Meg's channel then, because if you want nostalgia, boom, one of the best channels out there. It'll take you back.
Thank you.
I was thinking about that actually. We talk about how great the 80s and 90s were, right? And even the early 2000s. People go, well, it's nostalgia right there. And if somebody's telling you something is so great, shouldn't you probably listen to them, and listen to how they got there? This is
how
really,
I got
really
into
great.
drugs, Craig. No.
That's right. You're mainlining heroin over here.
Yep.
Thank you so much, Suffer So Proud. Appreciate that. Blaz, why don't you get these while I get Suffer So Proud on the wall?
Video Gamer for $2.50 says, we need to avoid digital ID and internet freedom of speech restrictions at all costs. Lots of ways for parents to keep their kids off sites they shouldn't be on. We don't need it to be legislated. Back in the 90s, the only mandate about video games content was that they had to make a rating system for parents to more easily parent. No censorship. Perfect Dark. That is $2.50 for Perfect Dark. Sorry, my troll hair keeps blocking off my screen. So I'm like, what am I doing? Jarl for 10 says, would 100% visit TMNT Pizza if it wasn't in California. Hashtag Phoenix for president. Can't wait for all the Fast and Furious channel. Meg, loved the video of you dancing to the Backstreet Blacks. Backstreet's back. Dear Lord, I'm not Englishing today. And then GoldenEye for 10. Thank you very much. And then Wipes with Leaves. Oh no. For 5. So speaking of information warfare, yesterday you all started with a segment on family and having kids and ended it with a segment on caskets. What kind of weird slap you all trying to run us? 5 for GoldenEye.
Let's get a quick update, Phoenix, from you on where we're at right now with our GoldenEye versus Perfect Dark showdown.
much closer. Here we go. 157.
Oh, wow.
For GoldenEye and 183.49 for Perfect Dark. Very close.
All right. It is time. We just got about 5 more minutes left. So if you truly think that GoldenEye is less superior than Perfect Dark, you just hang out there. But hey, let's see if we can make some change here and finish up strong here on this wonderful Friday. All right. Thank you very much, Phoenix. Let's go to our next segment, our final segment of the week. It's Today in Gaming History.
Today in Gaming History with Blabs.
I like orange.
He's a special one.
What's happening here?
No, I was just, the camera was just on Phoenix.
He was just like lulling over. I'm like, is he dying? Anyway,
maybe.
I do like orange. I have orange on today. Got orange earrings and like a Hagrid's motorbike, and it's orange. So anyway,
orange bike shorts.
Yeah, I got nothing else orange. Sad. Anyway, June 12th, everybody, is StarCraft 64 releasing back in 2000.
Yes.
You have Metal Gear Solid 4, Guns of the Patriots released back in 2008, and then Lollipop Chainsaw released back in 2012. I know, I'm fabulous. Thank you,
That's
Phoenix.
pretty solid.
If I had a hair to flip, I would right now, but it's up, so I can't.
I'll do it.
I would say that you hit every single game out of the top 3 today.
I know.
Labs.
All right.
Yes.
But
that's it.
Some noticeable games
Bye,
that you
everybody.
missed today here on June 12th. All right, we'll just get in the show. Right there. June 12th include Hogan's Alley on the NES, a light gun game from 1984 in Japan, right there.
Oh, Poi Poi.
Poi Poi for the PlayStation. You mentioned StarCraft 64, Blabs.
Mm-hmm.
F-Zero Maximum Velocity for the
Good one.
GBA 25 years ago. Yes. Also, Metal Slug 4 right there. Tenchu Z, released to the Xbox 360. You mentioned Metal Gear Online. No, you didn't. You mentioned Metal Gear Solid 4.
Yeah, Guns of Patriot.
Yeah, it was basically a tie between which one, and I was like, I like the words Patriot, so I picked it.
You chose the
picked
right one. Great job.
Oh, good.
Gravity Rush, released for the Vita 14 years ago.
Good one.
The Vita right there. You mentioned Lollipop Chainsaw right there. 14 years ago already. Holy moly, right there. Warrior of Lust, released today, as well as Wet Wealth. Blabs, I have an assignment for you.
Please don't make
Please
I don't really
search
want
for Warrior of Lust
She already
on
owns them.
Steam.
I don't want
That's
to.
right. Go ahead,
Please.
Blabs.
What was it called?
Warrior of Lust.
All right, let's see. Okay. Conquer or Submit in Warrior of Lust, a visual novel and action game. Oh no, there's a lot of bouncing. No. Oh no.
What do you see, Blabs?
So I was reading the front of the synopsis because my screen is so small, and then you saw some boobs showing up right at the very bottom of my screen, and I don't want to keep going because there's boobs. I'm trying to
full boobage.
There's
Blabs,
lots.
can you also search for Wet Wealth as well, please? We need to know if we need to buy this game for you.
Can I just tell you, I am watching a scene from Warrior of Lust, and
I
you
told
are
you.
actually, she's translucent, so you can see the insertion going in and out through her blue form. Yeah.
Wet Wealth, Blabs, go ahead.
Casual casino slot and adult visual novel. Spin reels to collect items, finish quests, earn golden crystals, and renovate a luxury penthouse. Upgrade girls to unlock new outfits, story chapters, and fully animate intimate scenes.
Oh no!
Wow.
Okay, so in Warrior of Lust, my new favorite game, there is now penetration. The girl has her armpit up, and it's
Well, that is
effing
his
her
favorite thing.
armpit. And you're watching it, yeah?
Wow, they even do sexual handstands. That's impressive. So I'm done now.
I would send this in the private chat, but then I feel like I have to talk to HR.
I think I need a raise.
There's enough internet for today.
Goodbye.
It is enough internet for the day. All right, that's a great place to wrap up. Phenomenal place to wrap up. Guys, thank you very much for Tab, who came in. Tabahash came in with rating us over on Kick. We appreciate that. That's awesome, man. You guys are new to us over on Kick. Make sure you hit that follow button as we're approaching 4,000 followers. That's great to see. Appreciate that, y'all. All right, great place to wrap up, guys. We'll be back on Monday at 11 a.m. Central Time when we are joined by
Mitsu and Cecil.
Well, that's gonna be fun. Looking forward to that. A couple fine young lads.
And Mitsu's already pissed off some people, so he's already sent me some stuff. So prepare for Monday.
Oh, that's going to be good. Listen, anytime we can make more people upset, that's good. Love that. Meg, do you have anything going on that you'd like to share?
Well, you guys can catch me on Rumble. My live streams are on Rumble, Twitch, and on X. I go live every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday night at 7:30, 8:30 Eastern, where we deep dive into Gen X and millennial nostalgia. So anything from the 80s, 90s, and early 2000s. Topic changes every night. Talk about movies, entertainment, pop culture, clothes, food, snacks, bagel bites, cookie crisps, you name it. Come hang out.
Ooh, cookie crisp. Excellent.
Cookie crisp.
All right, guys, have a great rest
We're
of your
not
day.
going to do the finale. Like, you're new here, dude.
Take it, Blabs.
I don't have the access to the buttons. You're supposed to full screen Phoenix. Phoenix, what's the winner?
I'm happy you asked that. You were about to rob me of the one thing I'm here for. Here we go. It is $157 for GoldenEye, $183.49 for Perfect Dark, which of course means the winner is in fact Perfect Dark.
Accepting on behalf of Perfect Dark in this battle of GoldenEye 007 versus Perfect Dark, as voted on by you, the winner is Blabs.
I am Perfect Dark.
Atta girl.
Good night, everybody.
There you go. Done and done.
All right, we'll see you guys Monday. Have a great weekend. Bye-bye.
Finality. You didn't even do the outro.
I tried.
You fucked terribly today. Like, you just fucked it all up. Anyway, people gonna try to keep it down. Don't let him. You guys gotta go get it. He's just fired. Good God. Just go away, man. Fertility, whatever. Farts. Go. We're still live, so.
Oh, we are still live? Oh.
Yeah.
A quick reminder. Fast and Furious 10 days away.